Game on.
So I've had my Navimow lawn mower, which you can see coming right behind me over here, for about a week. Been running it every single day. Just about an acre, about 0.84 of an acre here on my property. And I got to tell you, it's been doing a phenomenal job. You know, it comes right around again. Hasn't had any faults with the machine at all. Now it's going to be hitting at 90 degrees today for its high, and I don't have to be out here cutting the lawn. It's doing it for me. Just listen to how quiet this Navimow x430 really is. And that's one of the great things about these robot lawn mowers is you don't have to worry about it. You set a schedule. It can run day or night. In fact, I've had run it 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, so it makes really no noise. It's coming from behind me right now, I think. It should be coming over my shoulder any second here. It's just amazing how these things, oh, there it is. It's a little lower than I thought. Putting him down there. There he goes. But that's the crazy thing about these robot lawnmowers is you don't really have to do anything. You set it, forget it, and let it do its thing. Now, the one thing I still need to do is trim around it. Now, there is a setting where it'll get closer to do that type of trimming. I haven't set that up on mine yet. I'm doing just the majority of the lawn. But as you can see by the lawn here, it is quite brown. But I'll get some other shots of it here in a second. You can see right here, right down the center of the screen, towards you, the bottom of the screen is where it's been cutting, and the top is where it is not cut yet. You can see that cut difference. So as you can see, it does beautiful lines, and it does rotate the lines. It does it like this, and it turns the lines every time, or as much as you want, to make sure the grass doesn't get like used to a certain type of cut. And you can see right here, there is a difference in the grass. You can kind of see it between here and my neighbors. It's definitely doing a good job. Again, I run it every day because, well, that's what you should do. It's better for the lawn. It's mulching it much lower. And I have nothing really bad to say about this thing. It's really cool at night watching this thing go. I mean, it's so quiet, and that's the biggest thing. So you can run it in the middle of the night. It's got little headlights. It does this thing. You wake up in the morning and the lawn is done. But I think for me, the biggest issue was always, having to get home in time. If it's going to rain or storm, you haven't cut it in a week or two, and the grass is getting really, really tall. And that's something you don't have to worry about anymore. You just tell this thing to go out as much as you want. I do it daily. It may go to every other day eventually. But right now it does go every day, and it just does this thing. And I find it so impressive that I was always scared of robot lawn mower. The lawnmowers are dangerous. And I'm not saying this isn't dangerous, but it doesn't have those big blades like a regular lawnmower has. It has small cutting blades, and if you try and pick up the machine, it's going to stop the blades. But I want to do a little follow-up review here, because the first video I only had it like 20 hours, and it's doing a great job since out of the box. It's really just open the box, put down your docking station somewhere, set it up on Wi-Fi, and run the app to map out your lawn, and then that's it. And it's been doing it ever since. Now, I have changed a couple of maps. I'm trying to replace my shed. That's something I could do at my time now. And so the stuff out of my shed I had to put down outside under a tarp. And because I did that, the robot would probably all by itself go around it. But I went by and I just re-edited the map. Very easy to do. The app, I have to admit, I think in my first video I said it wasn't the most intuitive. But once you learn how it works, it's incredibly simple, incredibly powerful. Now again, the reason I say that is, if you never owned a robot lawnmower, which this is my very first, I'm sure the app would have been kind of second nature. But I never used the app before, so it's a little different than like a radio control car or something along those lines. But the app is really, really good. A lot of information in there. When I first started cutting it, this thing could do 0.75 inches to 4 inches of a cut, which is kind of cool. And you can tell different zones. You can say one zone cut at this height, one zone cut at that height, whatever. But I started at the highest cut initially because my grass was actually quite tall. And I was a little concerned especially in this area right here, which is where my septic field is. But it did it. It got it down. And since that time, I had to go down to basically 3.5, just because I want to see how it did it. I'll probably keep it around that or close to the high end on these hot days. But it's just so fun watching this little guy go out there doing its thing that it's just very impressive. Now, you always want to be, I think it's human nature to be scared spending $2,000 on a device. And they got on sale. I paid about $2,100 for it. But it's one of those things where I'm like, man, it's totally well spent. My regular lawn tractor stopped working. And between looking at buying a regular lawn tractor, I got to buy gas, oil, blades, and do the work. That's the thing, too. You always, when you're at the office or on the weekends, you don't want to be out here cutting the lawn. Now, I'm going to admit, I did like doing that, but at my convenience. And sometimes the weather or the lawn had to work around that. And maybe you could even supplement it if you wanted to cut your lawn with a big mower and use this in between. But the point I'm trying to make is this thing here has really blown me away on, so far it's reliable. I mean, it's only been a week. It's got a 3-year warranty on the unit and 2 years on the battery. And then the blades, you got to replace blades every 160 hours. The app will tell you when it's time to change the blades. And there are 12 of them. And they do give you some spare blades, but they're not too expensive, under 20 bucks for extra sets of blades. But if you're on the fence, if you are at all on the fence with getting a robot lawnmower, because you were concerned about, is it reliable? Is it going to do a good job? How is the AI going to handle my terrain? Now, this thing is 4-wheel drive, and that's impressive too. So this thing could take pretty steep hill climbs, both up and down. And the front wheels do turn, so it can literally do a pivot in place, like a 0-turn lawnmower, without damaging the lawn. And like I said, the blades can self-adjust. But if you are all on the fence with getting one of these things, let me tell you something. These things are real. These are real. This device does a fantastic job. The lawn you're seeing right here was all done by it over the past week. And it's gone back to the charging dock, no problems. It's done all it had to do every single time without any issues whatsoever. So I guess what I really want to say here is, I'm not a lawn guy. I'm not a YouTuber who does these type of videos normally. I'm a video game guy. I make products for video games and consoles, and I'm a retro gamer by trade, or at least by hobby. But I do like technology, and I do like people who make good products that definitely are worth the investment. And that's kind of what I'm saying here once again. I said it in the first video, is that if you're out on the fence and you're looking at these robot lawnmowers, I would say this would be the first one you should be looking at, and probably the first one you pick up, because ease of use, it's solid, it's well constructed, and most of all, it does what it's supposed to do: cut the lawn, and you don't have to think about it. Let it just do its thing. You come out and your lawn is already cut. You got the lines everywhere. I guess it's really it for this video. So if you're at all interested in this, or have any questions, or want a video to talk about more specific parts of the lawnmower, again, this is not something I normally do, so I'm not sure what other people would talk about in the lawnmowers. If you have any questions, post it down below. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video again on this. But if you are all on the fence, I would say you cannot go wrong with this Navimow lawnmower. It really does a phenomenal job. Mine is the x430, because I only need it for 1 acre. But they do make an x450, which do 1.5 acres. And the other good thing to hear about is, I know with other lawnmowers, they're very strict with the mapping. Now this, I hear you can go over the map a little bit, and they allow you to do that, which is great. Although I didn't need it, because I have 1 acre of property, and this is only using 0.86 of that acre. But as far as doing that though, it does go back to the charging base, I would say 4 times. So my front yard is probably the biggest area, and that definitely does about maybe 75% has to go back and charge, and it depends on what it's doing. So if it's doing the long straight runs up and down, it'll do much better. It may do it in 1 charge. But again, it wants to change that up. It wants to make different angles so that the grass is kept healthy. So it takes a lot of turns. It's got to do a lot of these 0-point turns. You'll see another one here coming in a second. Doing all these turns uses more electricity. So that makes it go back to the base. But I would say cutting my entire 0.86 of an acre, grass-wise, probably takes about 4 returns to the charging dock. I want to see what it's going to do right here. It's going back to its next spot, and there it goes. And it's been very accurate. They're claiming I'm using the 4G RTK and the AI Vision. And I would say it's pretty accurate to 1 centimeter. That's what they're claiming. And I think they're right. It does exactly and goes exactly where it's supposed to go. But I think that's it. So very happy with my little guy right here, and his name is Chopper from Rebels, because he's doing the chopping. But if you have any questions, post down below. Maybe I could do a follow-up video. But again, very impressed, very, very impressed. The technology of these robot vacuums, have 2 inside. Robot lawn mowers outside, which is scary. Is it going to go on the road? Is it going to get lost? It has, the 4G. It's got GPS tracking. So even an iPhone, if you have an iPhone, they have the tracking for that. So if someone does try and steal it, you're going to know where the device is. But I'm not concerned about it going off course into the road. It just really does a fantastic job. So with that, I'm going to end the video right here. Leave in the comments down below if you are new and also into video games. You can subscribe below. I would always appreciate that. But in the meantime, I always leave my videos with the same thing. Remember, tomorrow's never promised. Always tell family and friends that you love them, because tomorrow is never promised. But in between those times, you can game on your video games inside, because the lawnmower is doing the work on the outside. That's a relaxing life. And game on. Are you looking for that arcade experience at home? If you don't have the space for a full-size arcade in your house or endless funds, then you need the GRS Build-A-Cade. It's arcade quality without the arcade price, from someone you can trust. The GRS Build-A-Cade is very simple, easy to assemble, 1/6 scale arcade computer you can build yourself. You can buy interchangeable controllers for every gaming option you need to play the games the way they're meant to be played. You can also design your own artwork or purchase artwork separately to make your GRS Build-A-Cade look like the machine of your dreams. The GRS Build-A-Cade is also the only home system STEM certified. Come see what all the YouTube creators are raving about. GRS Build-A-Cade. Game on. Sit, Blue Blue, sit. Good dog.